Hello, this is Ken, and today we're checking out Luminar AI, and this is the beta version. So this is a very, very early version, and so before we begin, we should mention that this is definitely not the final user interface, and it's subject to change. So let's dive in. We're going to dive in with the templates today and just poke around. And you're going to be discovering this with me because I haven't really used this. So let's find out. First of all, I'm going to choose from a catalog of photos that I've just imported. That's really easy to do. But we're going to try this one right here. I'm going to try and pick some more, quote, normal, unprocessed photos. So that's easy enough to load in. And then now we're going to go to templates, which is right here. So far the navigation is very easy. It's easy to figure out. And we'll go to essentials right here first. And let's see what we have. Okay, I mistakenly clicked on pleasing touch, but we'll have a look at all of these and see. So this is simply clear and sharp. And that's definitely clear and sharp. So right here, we can toggle back and forth between the two. And so far, resizing everything is good too. Now, some of these, I think you can say this about almost any program, but they sometimes lay it on thick. But fortunately, you can dial in as much of the effect as you want. And that seems pretty good right there. So let's try some other things. We'll try fast fix. Okay, let's actually crank this up so we can see the full thing. And again, we can control the amount that's in here. We saw pleasing touch for a brief while. More volume. All right. And simple. And then, of course, clear skies, which we already have, so I don't know what more it could do to it, but the skies are still clear. Okay, so different looks, and these could be looks that you start with as well. Let's try some of the other templates and see what happens. So under landscapes, we have storm chasers. All right, so I'm sufficiently intrigued, so let's try that. All right, dynamic look. And again, that's the original. So, and we can toggle it back a little bit, and yeah, something like that looks pretty good, I think. Okay, mystery actually, well, I should, let's crank this up and see. Okay, so it's definitely going for a very contrasty black and white sort of look. And I personally really like using these sorts of things for a slightly desaturated look, which sometimes looks pretty great. So that's where we had it before, something like that. All right, Night's Thunder. Let's see what's going on there. Oops, turn this back up. There we go. Oh, it's adding clouds and a sort of noirish sort of look. This is almost like the old cowboy movies is what it reminds me of with the blue filter. But it did add some high cirrus clouds in there, didn't it? All right, let's try backlit clouds and see where that gets us. And of course, since we don't have clouds, it probably can't dig in and do its thing. So, and it's not adding the cirrus clouds like the other one. Arctic Sea. Okay, Arctic Sea. Yeah, all right. Let's try a few other templates. There's quite a few things here. So, simply stunning landscapes. All right, I'll bite. Noirscape. Okay, another black and white one. Cool. So there's a lot of different looks in these templates. It looks like. And again, infinite sorts of possibilities since you can dial it in as much as you want. And it looks like you can add them to your favorites by hitting the heart sign right here. So long exposure. Well, how could I be a night photographer and not try long exposure? All right, so it probably might add something else to the clouds where there are clouds here. So I don't know. Sunset. So sunset. All right. Again, do remember that these templates are hardly final. So this is all subject to change. All right, let's try forest stream. Okay, so these are just, as it says, subtle corrections of light and tone that add life to your landscapes in just one click. All right. Have to try sunsets, don't we? The big city lights probably is inappropriate since, well, it's not in a city, so. All right. Argent. So you can't have too many black and whites as far as I'm concerned. So that looks good once again. Let's try dream film. Okay. Oh, I see. It's going for sort of an analog film look. All right. Yeah, dialing that in just a little bit looks pretty great. Okay. Hyperdrive. So I would think this would be really intense, and that does not disappoint. All right. So sometimes just adding a little bit in is good, but I think having it too strong is really nice because that allows you quite a bit of latitude in how much of the effect you want to put in there. So this photo was taken with a simple iPhone, probably an iPhone 6, because I think I had my old phone back then. So so it's nice to see what you can do with an ordinary phone. So impact seems to be extreme contrast. And Toscana, let's see what we've got going here. Oh, okay, we have some more clouds here. And sky replacement is coming in the future. This is definitely not this is definitely not the sky replacement part right here. So let's see how the whole thing looks. Had to see that. And that's done pretty nicely. Let's zoom in because you guys know how much I love the masking on some of these things, and Luminar has done really well with the masking. So, I mean, no one's going to look at it this closely, especially if you're posting on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. So it's taking, there we go. So the complex pine needles here are often hard to mask, but as you can see, it's done really nicely. So that part's already pretty exciting and hopefully bodes well for the upcoming sky replacement. And again, this is not the sky replacement. I don't want you to think it is. So let's see. What else do we have here? That's all categories. So let's see. We have the analog collection, which is what they say is I'm zoomed in way too much. A meticulously curated collection designed to capture the unique atmosphere of analog film. And so we have this quirky Mo. I'm glad that Mo is quirky. All right, so, and I always love, a slight film effect. You can add this real beauty to it. Okay. And that's obviously adding quite a bit of grain, which you can see in the sky. And sometimes a little bit of grain adds this real beauty to things. So like that, that looks pretty nice there. I mean, compared to the original. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what cold fire is. And I hope you're having fun at this first look. I've gone on a little bit longer than I intended to, but I'm having fun with this, and I hope you are too. So you're literally seeing this as I am seeing this, because I have never played with this before. So so it's as if you were standing over my shoulder and we were just messing around and looking at this. All right. So that was cold fire. I kind of like that. All right. Comfort mood. All right. And a lot of these can add a little something to the image. I mean, this is just a subtle bit, but if we back off on it, you can see it, you know, it's adding just a certain bit of atmosphere, as it says. Okay, and if you look up here, it's all adding some scratches and such, a little bit of patina to the texture. So yeah, that's quite fun. All right, I'm going to end this before this video goes on for too long, but I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll write up a little bit as well for Photofocus. Thanks a lot for coming along with me and spending some time in my room and looking over my shoulder at this. I think this was quite fun.